We are visiting Dovra in Sweden. The Dovra RIG X-750 is a box van that is 750 millimeters long with an extremely large kitchen and 2 millimeters long longitudinal beds in the rear. My name is Lisa Sprenger from Mimobil, and in this video we are presenting the Dovra RIG X-750. We have just recently become new Dovra dealers and immediately traveled to Sweden to film the vehicle on site for you. We will have it in our showroom as soon as possible, so you can also feel free to visit us on site. We are in Remschallen, which is 20 kilometers away from Stuttgart. A Dovra is undoubtedly always a Dovra, meaning it always comes with a complete set of equipment. You really can't choose anything. As it comes from the factory, it has everything you need. For example, use.Dovra, the ambient lighting, maximum equipment from the Mercedes chassis, internet router 400 amp hours, lithium inverter, ALDE, underfloor heating, an absolute specialty in the van, Webasto, additional diesel heating, and so on. If you have any further wishes, please feel free to contact us at Mimobil. We are Dovra partners and can make retrofits in the vehicles. Our workshop is there, experienced in, for example, driving protection, bike holders, air conditioning, everything you want. We are here in the production halls of Dovra and had the opportunity to film the vehicles in every detail and also in various stages of development. There are also things that you can no longer see in the built-up state, and there are really many details that one can and must show about the Dovra in order to properly understand this product. To this end, we made a very detailed video, our Dovra unboxing video, for anyone who is unfamiliar with the term unboxing. It refers to when new products are unpacked from the package and explained in every detail, and that is exactly what we do in the video. In this video, we now show the Dovra RIG X-750 in a brief, quick overview. And anyone who is intrigued by this and wants to know more is warmly invited to watch our Dovra unboxing video. Attention! Before we get started with the video, here are 3 important pieces of information. We are the company Mimobil from Germany, and we are motorhome dealers and partners of Dovra. You can find us 20 minutes away from Stuttgart Airport. We permanently and consistently have both Dovra models, both the short and the long versions, always available and ready here in our showroom. Dovra is still a relatively young brand and currently has dealers in Sweden and Germany. If you are from another country, feel free to contact us. We take care of how the vehicle can be registered in your country and what is needed for the export, and ensure all necessary documentation is complete. The videos were recorded in German and then automatically translated into various languages using artificial intelligence. There may be some small translation errors here, slightly. If that is the case, please excuse it. This is simply due to the automatic translation. We ourselves speak German and English. If you come from another country and would like to ask questions or concerns in your native language, just send us an email. We can easily and efficiently translate that information and respond accordingly to it. Now, please enjoy the video. Yes, for those who find this vehicle too long at 750 mm, there is an alternative, namely the RIG X-610. It is 610 meter long and has a transverse bed at the back. We will also present it in a separate short video. Yes, we start here at the front. You can immediately see the star. The whole thing is built on a Mercedes Sprinter base, specifically on 5.2 tons. It has 190 horsepower under the hood. Automatic transmission, all assistance systems including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistant, and high beam assistant. Up top, you can clearly see our roof rack, which is clearly visible, and with Vision X LEDs. A total of 17 LEDs on the roof and 2 more on the hood here at the front. The 2 at the front are not permitted in every country. For example, in Germany. They cannot be mounted there, so they are simply included. Yes, the roof rack up there is made of aluminum, making it nice and light. And what is really special is that Dovra designs and develops all these attachments themselves. That's why we have the Dovra logo nicely placed everywhere inside, for example. This is now the visual side effect. The practical side effect is that the parts are designed for the uses that Dovra wants, namely for off-road use. They can say, I want the cable passage to be there, and then it is exactly there. The awning is attached to the roof rack itself, and now comes an absolute highlight. I can control the entire vehicle via the MBUG app from Mercedes. So we are integrated into this Mercedes-Benz advanced control system. I can simply say here, it's too sunny for me. I want the awning. I can stop it all again, and I could also say, for example, I want the light on the awning to be on. All of this is also controllable from the phone. Yes, we have a rock slider all around the entire vehicle. This means that when we are off-road, and this vehicle is really made for that, if we drive past a rock, it first makes contact here and not with our vehicle. This component is made of high-quality carbon steel, so it's extremely solid, reliable, and dependable. All these points where it is bolted to the vehicle are originally approved by Mercedes, and the warranty remains intact. This is also a real special feature. 2001. At the rear axle, we have dual tires, so you can also see the high tonnage of 5.2 tons there. The vehicle comes with BF Goodrich tires, 17 inches, and black Reno rims. They may look a bit different later than they do here. It is still uncertain whether the TÜV in Germany will approve it like this. Yes, the gas external socket is part of the full equipment package from Dovra. Convenient if you have a gas grill, just plug it in without having to take the bottle out of the box at the back. Says 2001. Here behind, we have the external power connection, in case you need to connect the vehicle to land power. However, you really don't need this for the electrical system. The rear doors always have carrier plates. These are also made of aluminum, making them nice and light. You can load up to 40 kilos on each rear door. On the passenger door, we always have a nice storage box included. I'll open it so you can see. Exactly, for example, there are already chairs placed inside. The spare wheel goes on the driver's side. It is simply not mounted here yet. This is always included as well. Yes, these plates are also designed and developed by Dovra. For example, you can see that the Dovra logo is displayed everywhere here. And there are practical details, like this. We have a cutout for the door handle here. This allows the holding plate to go over the door handle. Otherwise, it often just stops right above. This system at the back can be admired quite flexibly. That's what these holes are for. You can either put another box on it or the spare wheel, or you can say, I want to put a bike holder on it. So it is simply variable. Super tie-down eyes fit on there, which are simply threaded in with the airline system. The vehicles always come with a towing hitch. Theoretically, you can attach 3 tons to the towing hitch. However, the vehicle has a total towing capacity of 7 tons, minus the 5.2 that we have in front. So there are 1.8 left that you can attach at the back. If you are lighter in the front and don't load as much, then you can of course attach more at the back. On the side of the towing hitch, we have a bottle opener. That's a nice feature. And we also have Vision X LEDs down here. You can also turn them on when reversing for significantly better vision. The vehicle has an ALDE hot water heating system on board. It provides very pleasant radiant heat. More about this later in the vehicle. Yes, on this side, we have the rock slider at the bottom and a ladder included. It has cutouts everywhere so we can attach our various holding systems. You can of course use the ladder to access the roof. Yes, the roof up here is of course fully walkable. We have completely covered it with aluminum panels, so I can really walk on it without making dents in the roof. We have 400-watt solar panels from NDS on top. They are also walkable. I can even set up a camping chair on them if I want. There's a lot of space back here. You can really notice the 7.50 meters of the vehicle. Here we could have the exact same storage system, boxes like those, on the back of the vehicle. Here, if you can handle the height, you can roll out a sleeping mat and spend the night up here. Here we see the fan above the bed from above. All in all, it is a great rooftop terrace up here. The wrapping also contributes to the appearance from the outside. The entire vehicle is wrapped in an M film. M is a very high-quality film manufacturer. The whole thing comes in a rugged off-road color, matte. The advantage of this is that if I am out in the terrain and a branch scratches along, then in the worst case only my wrapping is affected, but not the paint or the body. The Mercedes-based vehicle comes in black. We will see that later when we open the doors and so on. You can still see it in some places. An important point is that if something happens to the M film, it can be done by any certified M wrapper. Yes, then let's go inside. Here comes another special feature from Dovra. We have an electric sliding door. By the way, I can also conveniently open it using the key, or the handle on the door, the knob inside, and even from the driver's cabin at the front. So there are many options to open the door. Our rock slider is not just a rock slider, but also serves as an entry step. I can comfortably get in here without losing much ground clearance due to a step. Yes, we start here inside the vehicle from the back to the front. At the back, we have the really large longitudinal beds, 2 meters long and 1.65 meters wide. If we look to the side, we have windows on both sides, both on the driver's cabin side and on the camping side. This is special. Normally, there is no window on the camping side. Because the vehicle is so long, the sliding door stays in this area and does not collide with the window. What immediately catches the eye and makes it really cozy in this vehicle is our fabric covering on the wall. It has a bit of a felt look, but it is a fabric. Behind that is insulation, and in the wall, it is a remarkable 80 millimeter thick. That is really a lot of insulation. In the ceiling, we have exactly the same principle, again covered with fabric. We have 50 mm there, and in the floor, we have 40 mm of insulation. So all of this contributes to absolute winter readiness. Even in thick sub-zero temperatures, you can travel here without any problems. By the way, we present the whole topic of insulation in detail in our Dovra unboxing video. You can also see what a vehicle looks like without insulation, and we also show the different insulation materials that are used. Under the longitudinal beds at the back, we have storage space in the middle, which I will also light for us. And then on the left and right in the cabinets, there is mainly technology housed. Here in 2001 is the vehicle's electrical center. We have 400 amp hours of lithium batteries from Victron. We have the 3000 watt Multiplus, which is both an inverter and a charger. We have the MPPT solar charge controller. Up there, all the fuses are nicely housed and everything is clearly labeled. I could take out my control panel here and monitor everything exactly, including what functions are included. This is also covered in detail in our unboxing video. In the cabinet behind there, the battery management system is also located, and this is separate from the battery, so it is outsourced, which provides more functions and a bit of storage space inside. On this side, we have the gas compartment. Even when you touch the handles, you see that you have something valuable in your hand. These are aluminum handles, 2001, also with solid locks here, and of course, as is fitting for a Dovra. Nicely equipped with gas extraction. We always have a duo control installed. It has 2 gas filters inside. It includes the Ice X, which means it is heated, and of course a crash sensor. Here on the side is our outdoor shower. And you can immediately see again that nothing is just taken. This looks like a 2001 real gun. So we have proper pressure in the line, we have a pressure water pump installed, and we can set different levels here. A nice long hose, both hot and cold, is possible, and here at the top is the fitting for it. On the side of the gas compartment, there is also storage space. Not a lot, but we have nice hooks here where you could wonderfully roll up your extension cord and water cable and hang them up. In front of it is another technical cabinet where the heating is located. Here in the storage space at the back, we have 2 airline tracks on each side. Here too, we can wonderfully attach our eyelets to securely stow our cargo in the back. Under this compartment here in the floor is the wastewater tank. It is insulated and heated as standard with 95L. And not only is the wastewater tank insulated, but even the electric drain valve. I can conveniently control this via my Mercedes system in the front or also through the app on my phone. And this is also heated in 2001. In the foot area of the bed, we have wardrobes on each side. I didn't mention this and that earlier in the bed area. We naturally have reading lights on the left and right, and each reading lamp has a USB-A socket. On the left side, we have a whole switch panel to set the different lighting moods. I'll show that in a moment. In the front in the kitchen, we have the same light switch panel. In the kitchen, we have a huge work surface made of stainless steel. That's the first special feature. It's not normal to have a stainless steel plate in a van. 2001. This is a complete piece from here to the front. And here we have nicely installed our sink. The nice thing about the sink is that we really have a proper filter down here, just like you would have at home. When I close it, it is really sealed. And here I have aluminum fittings everywhere again. Everything just feels extremely high quality. Here at the front in the entrance area of the kitchen, we have drawers all around. I can also easily access it from the outside. So, you could also reach in from outside without having to go completely into the vehicle. It continues with a lot of storage space here on the side. You can see nicely that they are all completely interlocked here. The drawers are made of solid oak. The founders of Dovra come from furniture construction, which means they know how to do it well. By the way, if anyone wants a bit more information, we made a separate video with Johan, which we will link below as well. It's quite nice. You learn a bit more about the history and background of Dovra. Yes, it continues with storage space and drawers. Here are 3 more, and here are 3 more. Here we don't have a drawer, but a cabinet. It is intended for placing an oven or a microwave. There. Such. We at Mimobile are also happy to help if they need to be retrofitted. Below we have another flap. You can see the wheel arch there. It is, of course, properly insulated. Yes, up here we have a gas stove. The nice thing is that we have built-in burners, which means we can also fit large pots and pans underneath. Dovra has also spared no effort here. This is a stove from Thetford, which is usually installed lengthwise. They turned it, so they had to place their own control panel next to it. Of course, also branded, but it all fits wonderfully into the kitchen. A nice detail is that we have installed a magnetic plate here. I'll show that briefly. So you might not put a glass there, but it's perfect for a spice, for example, a spice jar. Here below, we also have magnetic plates everywhere. Normally, all these cabinets are made of aluminum. Here below, however, steel plates are attached everywhere so that we can utilize the magnetic function. 2001, just like here above in the cabinet. Opposite the kitchen, we have additional storage space. A wardrobe, a cabinet below for storage, and next to it, the compressor refrigerator. It has 175 liters, so really huge for a van. It can be opened from both sides. Above and below, there is additional storage space. And then we come to the bathroom here. In the bathroom, we have a nice large backlit mirror. No skylight, but there is a fan inside. The sink here is made of mineral composite and has a nice countertop next to it. Don't be surprised if it's wet. I just tested the shower. Always position the shower faucet like this, not the other way. It's definitely relatively easy to reach. Since we're already at the shower, I can pull it out here. You don't need a curtain. It's all waterproof. Inside, there is always a Glissana toilet installed, which can be rotated. It's a composting toilet, and the control panel is mounted on the side of the wall. In the seating area, we can sit comfortably, adjusted to many different positions. I can turn it here, I can turn it there, and I can even adjust its height. What is also very important for comfortable sitting is this function here. I can simply remove my backrest and place it here. When the backrest is here, I have a completely comfortable position. I can lounge in the corner and rest my arms. So this really transforms the box van seating area into a super cozy sofa. Under the bench seat here is the fresh water tank. 105 liters is quite decent for the van. What immediately catches the eye is how the blackout and mosquito net system is designed here. And we don't have our usual pleated shade that pulls up and down, but this one that rolls down. Underneath is a mosquito net, above is the blackout, and it is simply glued on. Let's talk about the furniture construction here in the vehicle. As we have already seen in the kitchen, we have really robust furniture construction. You can also see that here, we don't have plastic fasteners, but really aluminum everywhere. We have hinges that really stay up under the ceiling, so I can fully utilize the entire compartment. What you can also see very nicely here is that we have ventilation holes in the back. This is very important for our heating concept. We have an old hot water heating system installed in this vehicle. This means we have radiators in the wall below that indirectly heat the air. The warm air then rises through the perforated sheet here, goes up behind the cabinet, comes out at the top, flows through here, cools down in the middle of the vehicle and falls back down. So we have really nice heating circuits and thus very pleasant radiant heat. We not only have radiators in the wall, but also underfloor heating. The same principle applies. Air is indirectly heated and rises. The heating operates on gas and electricity when we are connected to shore power. Additionally, Dovra installs a Webasto diesel heater with 5.5 kW, which also has a heat exchanger. This means I can heat the structure at the back while driving, and when stationary, I can preheat the engine compartment from the back to the front. We will show how it all works in detail in our unboxing video. So we have also installed a very nice lighting concept here. In the front we see all the light switches. Currently we are at the frontmost one, which is maximum brightness. Then the second one is comfort, as it is called. It is simply a bit dimmed. The third is indeed night mode, where we have illuminated the walkway down here, and the very last one is all off. A special feature at Dovra is that we can manage all functions in a control panel. MBAC, Mercedes Advanced 2001, Mercedes-Benz Advanced Control, that's what it's called. So we have both the functions of Mercedes and the functions of the structure, e.g., heating, refrigerator, water pump, awning, all integrated into one panel. We can also manage the same functions directly at the front on the MBOOK system from Mercedes, and of course this can also be done via the Mercedes app on our phone. We explained exactly those functions in our unboxing video. We have installed very comfortable driver's seats in the vehicle, which also always have seat heating and lumbar support. So we also have maximum comfort there. We have maximum comfort not only when sitting but also with the sound. Up front you can already see a bit. There are no regular speakers in here. The vehicle has an upgraded sound system from Alpine, specifically with the speakers up front. The speakers in the Mercedes door are removed and new ones from Alpine are installed, and the subwoofer, 2001, is located behind me in the double floor, which can be controlled here on the side with a rotary knob. Yes, anyone interested in such a vehicle, we will receive the RIG X-750 at our station in Rinschalden this year. When exactly that will be, we will publish on our website and of course keep you updated here on YouTube. So it's best to subscribe to the channel, then you'll automatically get notified when there is a new video. The next big trade fair coming up is the CMT in Stuttgart. It starts on January 18th, lasting for 9 days, and during that time we will hold a special Dovra event in Remschalden. Dovra does not have a trade fair booth in Stuttgart, but as mentioned, we are not far from there at all. Every evening from 6 to 9 p.m. we schedule appointments with Dovra interested parties and provide detailed consultations at our home without the stress of the fair. A very special event during this period is that on the first Saturday, January 18th, we will hold a kick-off event for the collaboration with Dovra at our home. In fact, Johan from Dovra will come to our location, and we will organize an event on site for all Dovra interested parties. More information on this will be available on our website or on our YouTube channel as soon as it is available. Speaking of which, we at Mimmobil are still looking for trade fair salespeople, specifically for the Dovra brand, but also for our other brands, Euromobil and Carmon Mobil. Anyone interested can feel free to contact us directly. 2001.
Yes, and currently we would be highly pleased if we have managed to generate your interest and you would like to set up a meeting with us. You can find us directly on the B29 between Fellbach and Schorndorf, a 15-minute drive away from the Stuttgart Stadium.
You can find all the vehicles not only online, but also all of them in our Completo exhibition on site.
And Completo means all furniture decors, all upholstery, all floor plans, in short, all yours, all Carmen, and all now new Rhön Camper.
The information about which vehicles are available on site, in what equipment and from when, can be found on our Completo website, which is also linked below.
And then a very special specialty of Mimmobil is the sale of the large rental fleet at the end of the season and also during the season under the brand name Early Bird. The Early Bird catches the worm. Also, you can order a custom used car from us. He must be able to be delivered in time for the rental season so that he can be delivered at the end of the season.
By the way, when it comes to renting, at Mimmobil we not only sell the motorhome, but we also offer real service from start to finish. And first of all, let's take a look at Mama in the rental department.
We possess more than 50 vehicles for rent, brand new models with a variety of layouts introduced every year. The chances are very good that you can rent your desired vehicle which you are interested in buying from us first. The vehicles are all workshop.
Here in our technology course, I will advise you on the topics of autonomy, lithium, inverters, solar and fuel cells. On the subject of multimedia, SAT, TV, navigation systems and mobile internet. Regarding plumbing, water treatment, pump tech, dry and separating toilets. Moreover, I suggest on chassis tech, load carriers, trailer hitch, ideally on display items in our exhibition. Now we continue to the workshop.
Moment, there's one more quick stop. Our workshop is located at our new location in Bräuningsweiler.
Build everything you have chosen in Björn's technology course. We'd be glad to assist. We not only do that, but also everything else that comes up around the motorhome will be fixed with us. We offer this service not only for Euro and Karmann, but also for all other brands.
Yes, that was the presentation in Fast Forward. You can find detailed information about Mi Mobile in our kickoff video 2024. Link below in the description.